Welcome back to REDGUNSHOW. Now, when we first started this project, I made a promise that we would never, ever play that game. Well, here I am, later, Patrick De Laurentiis saying, well, I fucking lied, okay? I don't want to. I really dislike this game for a plethora of reasons, which we will discuss. Oh my goodness, we will talk about it. Final Fantasy VII. Final Fantasy VII, Advent Children. Anyway, the Final Fantasy VII was introduced to me by a friend of mine back in the 90s. His name was Josh. He actually reintroduced me to the series. My first Final Fantasy game I ever played was Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, which was a spin-off kind of game for the Super Nintendo. I had rented it from a local rack and sack, for those who know what the hell that is. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah. And for those of you who don't know what that game is, it's very, very heavy RNG with everything in that game. With the enemies, their strengths, their luck, and the fact that they hit hard as shit in that game. They really do. Now, just on a side note, real quick, Advent Children, Final Fantasy VII Advent Children, the feature-length movie, came out 10 years ago. It came out September 13th of 2004 in Japan. It came out maybe, I'm thinking, April 8th or April 9th of 2005 here in America. Now, I was definitely excited about that movie, to be honest with you. This is when I was still borderline a fan of the franchise, and by franchise I mean the Final Fantasy VII franchise, because it is definitely a franchise now. But we'll get back to that in a minute. Final Fantasy VII Advent Children was actually the first movie I ever torrented on the internets. So there you go. That's a little piece of trivia for you. In fact, I liked it so much, and of course it was the Japanese version that I had torrented. I even downloaded it and installed fan subs, which were hilarious because, you know, they're making fun of the fact that the kanji in Japanese sounds like, you know, American words. Like, key thing about it, one of the fan subs was during the sequence that Cloud flies, when he's propelled by each character upward and upward and upward. Tifa, when she jumps out and propels him up, she says something in Japanese. It sounds like she's saying Madonna, or Madonna, but she's not. Immaterial what she's really saying, but I just thought it was funny. I thought it was hilarious. Anyway, I'm not even going to really waste too much time talking about that. Now, so yes, my friend Josh played Final Fantasy VII at my house. He pretty much played through more or less the whole game in front of me, and I liked it so much. I was just really, for whatever reason, I was just into it. I had remembered Mystic Quest from renting it as a very young boy. I knew that I didn't like it because I got a little bit far in the game, not too far, but I played it enough that I knew that I just wasn't digging it. And so Final Fantasy then left a bad taste in my mouth. So years later, one of my childhood friends comes by and he shows me this game, Final Fantasy VII. I'm like, well, it's an RPG. I'm like, ooh, go ahead and play it. So I watched him play it, and I watched him play through the whole thing. And I was just, honestly, I liked the story. I liked it. I thought it was cool. I thought it was interesting that you could switch out weapons and get stronger weapons and stronger equipment as you go through the game. Hi, Aerith. And by the time he finished it actually at my house. I remember the day he beat it. He beat the game at my house. And I was just like, wow, that was actually really cool. So that got me back into like RPGs, I guess, really for the first time. So I went out real shortly after that and bought Final Fantasy VIII, because Final Fantasy VIII had just come out. It was either just coming out or no, actually it was about to come out. So as soon as it came out, my mom actually saw a commercial for it and asked me if I wanted to go get it. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, why not? I used my own money because I was fucking awesome and legitimate like that. So I bought Final Fantasy VIII, And then of course, it wasn't what it was advertised to be. Advertised as a really smooth and solid-looking game. As you all know, it is the most choppy-looking fucking game in the series. And it plays like poop, more or less. I mean, this game's gonna be no better, but you know, tissue boxes for arms and shit connected by toothpicks. So then, shortly, I went back and I bought this game. Now, being an RPG in the 90s, of course, it is suspect to speedruns. And again, awesome games done quick and summer games done quick are probably the best speedrunners that you'll see online. It's a fundraiser for. Ooh, I'm trying to use the joystick. It's a fundraiser for cancer research. Go ahead and see what options I need to change. All right. Initially, yes. We will do active. Haha, fast. Actually, no. Let's do wait. Yeah. That's funny. It doesn't tell you what the actual recommendation is for it. For the camera angle, we're gonna fix it just to make it a little faster. And make sure we saved everything. Okay, it's good. And it's good to go. So, Final Fantasy VII. I used to really like this game. The first time I played through it, I fell in love with it. I'm gonna be honest with you, it was a big part of that was the music, especially the music towards the end of the game. There's a few pieces that I particularly love. Cloud's theme, which is also like pretty much the overworld theme. Aerith's theme. Yes, I'm gonna call her Aerith. I don't give a fuck if the Japanese say her name is Aerith or if the international version of this game calls her Aerith. Her name is Aerith. End of story. Aerith, because I have a Black Label edition that was printed in 97 or 98. So ha, you don't. So I used to really like this game, and then it got that goddamn Halo status. You know, everybody who plays it loves it, and they always talk about it, and they say, "Oh, they should do this and they should do that," and I want a sequel, or I want an HD remake. I remember when the tech demo came out, showcasing the power of the PS3 initially. They made a tech demo for Final Fantasy VII. This was before even Advent Children came out, and they made a tech demo. And it looked fucking awesome and amazing. They redid the opening little sequence of the train and Cloud coming off the train and all that. And it looked great. It's like, oh my god, they're gonna do an HD remake! And actually, no, I'm glad they're not. This game isn't worthy of a goddamn HD remake. Let's just get that shit out in the open right now. Okay? It suffers a lot. But that's on its own though. It has nothing to do with, you know, little fanboyisms, which don't make it any better. But this game, I try not to do this too much out in the open, but since, you know, I'm among friends here, I'm among family, this game suffers a lot of the same shit that the Matrix trilogy suffers from. That the writers, it seems that the writers just pulled a lot of their personal philosophies of the deposition of the characters straight out of a Philosophy 100 textbook. And it's, for anybody who's cultured enough to have actually read up on the shit, and you take some interest in philosophy and shit like that, it shows. And it takes away from the game. It honestly does. And that's what I mean by tissue boxes on toothpicks, or soda cans on toothpicks. The in-game characters look fucking ridiculous. Now, of course, this game is produced by Hironobu Sakaguchi, drawn by Tetsuya Nomura, originally concept drawn by Yoshitaka Amano, of course, and music by Nobuo Uematsu. Now, the piece of music that I fell in love with, that really got me introduced to Nobuo Uematsu, was all the Chocobo theme songs in this game, specifically Fiddle de Chocobo from the Gold Saucer race, and Electric de Chocobo, which is the random encounters. The theme song that plays when the Chocobo random encounters happen. One Winged Angel, of course, I really began to like. I actually bought when it first came out. I was imported from had it imported, and I found it in a comic shop that I actually still regularly visit today. AF Comics in Yorktown, Virginia. They had the little collection suite of Final Fantasy VII music, which was like there were 3 songs in particular on it that were fully orchestrated by Nobuo Uematsu's little traveling band. I think it's called the Black Mages, and it was Cloud's theme, Aerith's theme, and One Winged Angel. You know, what the song itself, One Winged Angel. I actually also bought the original soundtrack of this game for $50. long time ago. It was expensive as shit. Unbelievably expensive. Now, in true form of every Final Fantasy game, or at least all the classic Final Fantasies, you know that it's a staple of the series that, staple of the series that the first boss has phases. Now, this game is no different. The first boss does have phases. You can beat him in, I believe, 3 cycles is what we're going to be beating him as. So, let's find out. Now, you notice that for those of you who have not played this game, I feel bad for you. If you've never actually played through this game, as much as I talk shit about it, it's almost playable, but not exactly. The reason I called Final Fantasy VII a franchise was, so back in the day, they decided to make a sequel to this game. Not a direct sequel, but a sequel nonetheless, called Final Fantasy VII Dirge of Cerberus, which revolves around the character of Vincent Valentine, which is an extra character, or a secret character, in this game. So when you play through the game as him, which is basically a third-person shooter, which is, fucking, the game is goddamn awful. It revolves around Vincent and his relationship with Lucretia, or Lucrezia, however you want to say it. Other than that, there is also Final Fantasy VII Advent Children, which we've already talked about, which is that is considered a sequel to this game, a movie continuation sequel. It was originally just going to be digital art with no voiceovers. I don't think a lot of people actually know that about that movie. And then, because the original script was just called Cloud Smiles, and then that was kept in throughout the movie as it went through development hell, and it did. Actually, it's kind of interesting to note that that movie was actually directed by Tetsuya Nomura. You know, the artist for the game, for all these games. So at least they kept it in-house. Now, I am a fan of the movie. I'm not a die-hard fanboy. I actually read a case study of Final Fantasy VII, of the whole, quote-unquote franchise, a few years ago. Actually, it was about 10 years ago, actually. It was over 10 years ago. About Final Fantasy VII and the movie, the shit that you see and how it all connects to each other and just everything. And it was really, really interesting how they put the character of Sephiroth into perspective, and the fact, and actually it took me a few times to watch the movie to catch on to the fact that Cloud was adding and taking away parts of his sword. It probably took me about 3 times to realize that, because like I've always said with Japanese culture, the products they put out, it adds a certain aesthetic to it if you watch it on the original format with the original audio, and it really does. So I was like, of course I was watching it in Japanese and just taking it all in, the digital art that it was and everything, and just picking out my favorite parts and getting excited for everything. And I do like the movie. Now the reason, so I haven't really talked about the reason why I don't like this game. It's just, to me, it's not a good game. I don't care for the story too much. Like I said, it's interesting, and like I did say about the whole Philosophy 100 textbook kind of shit, but that's not a real reason to hate something. So I guess just for the sake of argument for right now, since this is just an intro video, we're gonna say it's the fanboys. The fanboys killed it for me. This broken ass of a game. Other than that, I have tried to play through it again in my adulthood, and in my later years. And it's just, let me, actually, I'm sorry, I should have done this before. Let me, there we go, okay. Now, the reason I did that, if you've never played an RPG, you have to know that, when order, you're talking about, I can change the order of this, or I can change the order of that, or this and that. Now, Cloud is in the front row, Barrett here is in the back row. Barrett's in the back row because he is a long-range weapon user. He has a gun mounted to his arm, where his hand was dismembered earlier. No, I don't need to really use anything right now. And, okay, so I did not save. I'm going to go ahead and save the game. Create a new save file here, or save over whatever I might have on here already. I don't even know. Let's find out. Nope. I already deleted everything. Alright. And there we go. Okay. Now, Squaresoft, when Final Fantasy VII came out, which was actually came out when the pretty much when the PlayStation came out, when it was coming out to this side of the water and gaining a lot of popularity for the PlayStation. Oh, fuck! Squaresoft was very aware of how popular it was and how famous. Fuck, I did not want to get a limit break already. Oh well, no big deal. Ooh, it didn't do it. Oh, nope, nope, nope. We're gonna save that limit break. I'm glad I did not engage it before it. I had already selected the attack before the limit break hit, so that's why I didn't engage it before. So, we're going to save it. If it actually let us. Yes, it does. Yes, this game does let you save the limit breaks. It's Final Fantasy IX that does not let you save the limit breaks from battle to battle. But anyway, so this game got very popular, and Squaresoft was very aware that it got very... There we go. That it was very popular. So... they expanded it, and now it's the franchise that it is today. There was also a cell phone game based around the internal company called the Turks, which are agents of Shinra in this game. That was a Japan-only release, but it's still part of the franchise. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and just heal up real quick before I continue, because we're about to hit a boss. We're about to hit our first boss. I think it's called the Red Scorpion thing. It may not be what it's called, but goddamn, that's what it is. Alright. Now, just a little background info on what this is, what we're actually doing right now, is, let's see if I can equip materia yet. Yes. Nope. Cannot yet equip anything. Can I? Nope. Okay, I don't have the option yet to do any materia. Barrett here is the leader of I guess you could say it's a terrorist organization. Yes. And what we're doing is we're shutting down part of the reactor here because it's hurting the planet. The planet has a lot to do, the health of the planet has a lot to do with the plot of this game. And one of these there's these sequences that you just can't get around, and it's, we're gonna say that's because of the Mako infusion. That's what that is. Now, we here on REDGUNSHOW, we're doing a little thing right now, this month especially, that we're playing the intros of games, and if you want us to continue to play that game through fruition, you're going to have to go on facebook.com/REDGUNSHOW to request it, or leave a comment down in the comments here on YouTube to officially request us to finish this game. Now, there's a chance that in Final Fantasy IX, we might just actually go ahead and finish that game, because it's my favorite Final Fantasy. Now, there's a bit of RNG involved of, that was weak as shit. That was weak as shit. Holy fuck. There's a bit of RNG involved in how the Scorpion tank here targets his enemies. Now, I need to go ahead and just throttle back for a second after this, because he's going to enter his next attack phase. Actually, no, I can hit him probably one more cycle. Can I? Yes. Okay. Because he's about to enter his next attack phase, and if you attack him while he's on his attack phase, it's very bad. He will do a counter attack that's very ouch. So we're just gonna go ahead and wait it out. There we go. Okay. Use this time to just real quick. What it was saying right there is attacking while it's telling he's up will initiate the counter attack sequence. So we're just going to wait. And alright, there we go. We should be able to kill him before he enters his next attack phase, or his next his second phase again. This is a little bit of a long game, to be honest with you. If you casually play through it, it should take you about 30 hours to play through it. You can probably do a speedrun in about 12 hours. You know, realistically, I've seen claims of 2 hours for speedruns. I honestly don't think they're legit. I think that's a very, like, a quote-unquote segmented run, which that's not true speedrun. That means, you know, you're cutting out all the other bullshit and you're using save states, you know, on emulators and shit like that. Which that's not. Let me go ahead and just fuck him up. I think I can get him. Ah, fuck! I fucked up. Unless this kills him, this is really gonna hurt. So let's see. Let's see if Bear can do it. Nope. And ouch, pain. That's not too bad at all. Cool. Taking no chances, as you can see. Now this game is also very, very well known for Cloud's ultimate limit break in this game, which is called Ominous Lash, where he does a shitload of damage. And yep, that's all. I was one attack behind. All right. So that was the first boss, and now we are to escape. Any game with a time sequence always gets me, you know, gets my heart up and like, oh, what do I do? What do I need to do, man? Bullshit. But we're gonna go ahead and attack. Yeah, we're gonna change that shit. And all right, let's get the fuck out of here. Not even gonna save. So there should be no problem to get past all this. Probably in about 2 or 3 minutes is what it's going to take us to leave this area. We're just going to run from all the battles, honestly. I don't really need the experience at this point for this. So I'm already holding the run buttons. So let's see if we can... Yeah, okay, cool. Because these enemies are all like level 1 and level 2, so it's not worth us fighting, to be honest with you. So let me come over here and save the girl I could be banging right now, but no, I'm over here fucking acting as a goddamn vigilante group asshole. So, alright, cool.
Thanks!
Jesse!
Jesse!
James. Come on. Oh, I had to wait for her. Okay. I consider myself an expert in this game. I mean, just in the storyline and the lore of everything. So if anybody out there has any questions about Final Fantasy VII, please feel free to ask us here at REDGUNSHOW. We will be happy to have a conversation about it. As much as I am a hater of it, we will be happy to entertain the very ideas that you guys are asking about. So there you go. And just remember, no matter how good you are or what you do with whatever, I, Patrick De Laurentiis, have a black label copy of Final Fantasy VII and Final Fantasy and Final Fantasy IX and all the other Final Fantasies for PlayStation. So
Na 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 na.
that you guys don't. You guys. Alright, it's not that shit. Whoa, what am I doing? Ah! Fucked up, man. This game is just really loud, as you can tell. A little side note, I had to turn the audio way down in this game. And actually, it might even be picking up a little bit of feedback still. But that's all. Let me talk to Holmes here. What? Open the goddamn door, you asshole. Biggs. Almost every Final Fantasy game has a reference to Star Wars in it. Most notably, they have characters named Biggs and Wedge in the game, which is a reference to Star Wars and New Hope, of course. Those were old Luke Skywalker. Oh, what the fuck am I doing? Old Luke Skywalker's buddies from Tatooine who went off and got their licensure that they needed to succeed in whatever the fuck they were doing. Oh, I'm about to say it was faster just a goddamn attack. Alrighty. Let's get out of here! One thing I do like about this game is that a lot of the FMVs are seamless. They're integrated into because right here, this is integrated into the action of the scene, where you still had the sprites and and the NPCs and all the characters on the screen that were moving while the full motion video was going on. Part of the reason why this game did so well, because that was very technically demanding to do. Final Fantasy VII originally started as a Super Nintendo game. When the project was originally being written out, it was for the Super Nintendo. And then, just time went on, and new and better technology became available, and now here it is on the PS1. You can actually download this, I believe, on the PlayStation Network for something like $10. I don't know. Gives a shit. Now, this is a pretty big time in the world for Final Fantasy. 13 was ass. All the 13 games were ass. Why they made sequels for 13, I can never fucking tell you. That game was god-awful. I couldn't even finish it. I got to the end of it, I can't play this. Got rid of it. Final Fantasy 15 has just been announced within the past week to be still a thing. It originally started as Final Fantasy 13, Final Fantasy Versus 13. But now it is Final Fantasy 15, a standalone project, which it looks amazing. It looks a little bit like Dynasty Warriors or a little bit like Devil May Cry, action adventure kind of stuff mixed in. The game it's amazing. It looks amazing. It looks fucking great. They're also. All right, this matters what I say to her here, and I think I fucked up. Yeah, I did. Oh, whatever. Oh well, no big deal. I was supposed to buy a flower off of her so that I can go on a date with her later at the Gold Saucer. Because that's... Ooh, there's an item. Because that's how that works. But anyway, fucking forgot what I was saying. It don't even matter. Skip fighting all these guys real quick. Again, you don't need to really fight them. Honestly, we don't need to do any random encounters in this game at all, to be honest with you. I mean, we're going to, of course, but, whatever.
Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit about this game? It's fucking terrible.
Oh no! Half-Life 2! So yes, Final Fantasy 15 has been announced. The demo has been announced to come out March of 2015. So we are now calling here at Red Gun Show, the year 2015 is the year of Final Fantasy 15. So it is going to be, the demo will be released along with Final Fantasy Type 0, which was a game that came out in Japan on mobile devices, I believe, back in 2009 or 10 or some shit. It's going to be like an HD remake of it for the PS4. It'll be the first time that it comes out in America, of course. So, there we go. It's going to be its own standalone little project. Oh yes, Avalanche is the name of this little vigilante group that Barrett started here. So there you go. Yes, he does have a gun mounted to his wrist. He has no hand there. He has a little bionic little fucking gun there. Whatevs. Final Fantasy VII also popularized the Buster Sword. The little oversized fucking weapon that sword that he has there. Ah, Biggs and Wedge, there we go. Now, true to Final Fantasy IV, there's also a character named Sid in the game. He's a major character that you get later. This game is 3 discs. Wow, he apostrophies shit. Shit, I guess is how he says that. Yeah, there's a lot of cussing in this game. Actually, there's a lot. This is a very text-heavy game. And there was a lot of grammar mistakes in this game that didn't get fixed through localization. And I guess there was no copy editors when they were fucking writing out the scripts and making them permanent in the game. Like, one character named Genova only has 1 line in this entire game, and there's a fucking typo in that goddamn line. Now, all that shit's corrected in the international version, which is actually, I believe, is the same version that's on Steam. For my PC gamers out there. Which is like, this game's hella expensive. It's like $11.99 or some dumb shit. That's fucking ridiculous. For those of you who are actually going to get this game on Steam, you know, fucking go for it, have fun. The audio has been fixed. Originally, it was only the MIDI versions of the songs. Now it is the full MP3 versions of the songs, so the audio quality is much, much higher now. So go ahead and have fun with that. Alrighty. You'll see a lot of, and it's actually the parts coming up to what I'm talking about. A lot of like retro looking but future technology in this game. It's a little map that we're about to see that I'm going to show you guys, and it's actually it's kind of cool. It's all right. It's like frame perfect what you got to do over here. All right. Yeah, here we go. Map of the Midgar rail system. City that we're on, that we're all in, is called Midgar or Midgard. Sometimes they add a D on the end of it for some reason. Why? It's like socially acceptable, I guess. I fucking know. I wish I could tell you. So here we go. 1/10,000th of a scale. Yeah. Ooh! Hurt myself. So there's 8 reactors in Midgar. What it's doing is drawing energy from the planet, but it's hurting the planet in return. And Avalanche is aware of this, and they're just trying to shut it down systematically, 1 reactor at a time. So they got 1. They just blew up the first reactor there. Whoa! I can't read yellow. I'm sorry. I swear to God, I thought that said right meow. Shinra headquarters. Another one of my favorite songs in this game is actually the Gold Saucer theme itself, for, you know, which is the location of the Gold Saucer, and the Rufus Shinra welcoming ceremony march, which is pretty cool. I like it. Whisper, whisper.
We're using fake IDs. This game is shit.
The original artwork, the logo for the game, which every Final Fantasy game does use the original artwork. Just a side note, Final Fantasy Type 0 and Final Fantasy 15, the logo artwork looks fucking amazing. Now, for Final Fantasy 7, it's a meteor with a trail behind it. It also looks like, the way Cloud is standing right now, our little purple suit-clad fucking hero here, his hair and head look like the logo. So, I just want to put that up. It looks like a meteor with a trail behind it. That's all. Nothing really, really important. A few years ago, I think it was back in 2010. Okay. Bang! Oh. Initiate something here. Back in 2010, Final Fantasy VII Advent Children, again, the full-length, feature-length movie, came out with like an extended version with, I think it was 26 extra minutes of footage, like 1,000 or 1,300 corrections made in the movie, like, you know, just little, like they might have smoothed off this edge or whatever, this or that, and they changed the music here and did this sound effect and all that. One thing they did change, which I'm happy. Two things. You're just full of surprise. Two things I'm very happy they changed in that movie was they changed the water music at one. It's because they're fucking pizza people only need to suffer. Okay. They changed. I forget why he calls it a pizza, but I'm sure if I was actually reading the fucking dialogue, or if we ever actually play the game, we would all find out together. Back to Advent Children. One of the things I like that they changed the music sequence in one part, and when Cloud first reaches where he's meeting Shinra and his lackeys of the Turks for the first time in the movie, when he dismounts his bike, he passes so close to the camera that I believe you can tell he's actually passing through the camera, and it looks like it's cut off. The way that they animated it, it just looks very jagged. But I think they backed the camera up in that scene a little bit when they, for the Blu-ray version of Advent Children, which I think it's called Advent Children Complete, which I'm happy they did, because that's like the number one thing I was looking at when, looking for when they published that on Blu-ray as the complete version. Good old Midgar. Yay. What's the back of this game say? It says an epic adventure across 3 CD-ROMs. Now they just call them discs. Or Blu-ray discs for the latest gen games. What begins as a rebellion against an evil corporation becomes much more, and what erupts goes beyond imagination. With vivid landscapes, lush 3D animation and environments, Squaresoft's, 2 words, multi-million-dollar masterpieces like nothing ever seen before, and it is only on PlayStation. Quote-unquote, towers over the competition in terms of graphics, sound, story, and playability. GamePro magazine. That is true. It is true. For the time, it was very... It was what it was. It was what you wanted it to be. Now, we're going to play this game a little longer than we have the other introduction sequences for our other projects lately, and I'm doing that for a good reason, because I want to show you guys something that I learned from the little speedrunners, and it's actually coming up pretty soon, because I know we're getting near our time. Yes, we're getting near our time for what we want to do here, and it's actually just right here. Now, you saw that Barrett went into that little bar up there, shot some rounds off and scared everybody out, because that's also the little Avalanche base headquarters thing. Now, normally I have to fuddle around and wait for a random time that Barrett moves to let me in. So if I just leave the screen, because my goal is to get into that bar, and it's random when Barrett actually leaves. It could be like minutes. So let's see if that worked. No, it didn't. Oh, it did. Okay. Normally he'll make you wait, but if you leave the screen and come right back and go up to him, he gets out of the fucking way. Whoa, I'm not your papa, kid. Try again, guy. Little Marlene. It's a little girl that old Barrett looks after. And here's one of Cloud's pseudo love interests named Tifa, who might have the biggest titties in all of video game history. She just might. It's a pretty close race between her and Lara Croft. No, it's not Lara Croft. It's Tifa Lockhart of Final Fantasy VII. No shit. Wait till you see the end games cutscenes. They're fucking enormous. They're like 36 double G or something. It's ridiculous. I love her boobs. Oh my god. I could get used to just watching them, looking at them and stuff. Come on. What? Whatever. I don't care. Uh-huh. Why not? Let's have a drink. Fuck it. Let's do this. Soldier. Okay. Whatever you say, guy. Ah, sure. Whatever. Why not? Roly-poly. No, I believe the word is fat as shit. Yes, we are at a bar. What the fuck? It's supposed to go down. Oh, there we go. Okay. And I initiate this little sequence for old Bear to come in with his black ass. Yes, Marlene is calling Barrett Papa. That is very true. Nothing wrong with that. Yes. Probably my favorite part of this game is the gold saucer, because you get to play a bunch of little mini games if you have enough money raised up to actually play the games, which is kind of hard to do, honestly. Because it's expensive to get. It's like 30,000 gil to get a lifetime pass, which you do when you get a lifetime pass. So, which is very, very, very true. That's not you, it's Soldier, though. Make sure you get your money. I'm out of here. Alright, so it's... Like, why? Yeah, why? Like, seriously, why? Oh, that was weird. Okay. I don't remember that shit happening ever. Yeah, so the Gold Star is probably my favorite part of this game, and it's coming... It's probably about, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours into it. So there we go. So you sound pretty sure. Oh, I guess Cloud's is the fucking authority on who's in Soldier and who's not, huh? This guy needs to stop sucking that Soldier dick, man. You tell him, Barry. Don't think you're so bad, because you ain't shit, dude. You're a fucking liar, is what you are. Breaking the fourth wall there a little bit, hitting the camera. It's awesome. Damn, he's like, yo, skinny ass. You're working for Avalanche, bitch. Damn, he said, get off that Shinra dick, dude. What a bitch, dude. I know guys like this, man. Just nothing but a little bitch. Cloud is basically unrelatable. Which, if you watched our second project we ever did, the Symphony of the Night, Alucard, or the Symphony of the Night Richter run, you'll know further why I don't like this game too much. The biggest reason, which I haven't really talked about in this play until right now, Cloud is completely unrelatable. If you're able to relate to Cloud, you're a special kind of person. You really are. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and say you're a weak ass individual if you can relate to Cloud. He is unrelatable. What a planet for that man. I just don't care about anything. I'm a little bitch. I hate everything. God, I'm a bitch ass. Yo, calm down, Barrett. Shit, dude. What? Fuck out my way. Whatevs. Alright. Anyway. It's going down to get somebody, I believe. Yep. Sure did. Old Tifa. They reduced her bust size for Advent children, which I'm kind of sad over because, oh my goodness, the digital titties bouncing would have been nice and awesome. So they put her in a tight-ass leather skirt to contain them bad boys, which I guess was a good idea to make it a little more realistic, but it is what it is. Say, yep, sure am. We'll give Cloud a little bit of human humility in this game. So you did forget. Here we are, back in time. Actually, no, this is current time. Because Cloud's still wearing that stupid-ass purple outfit. And, well, Tifa's titties are huge. So, yeah. Yeah! We're gonna see it? There we go, okay. Where's Tifa in her little cowgirl hat? Where's she at? Where's she at? Cloud with his big ass feet. Oh, she's not wearing her cowgirl hat. Damn, alright. Wearing a blue dress. It's a date. Oh my god, it's a date. They're having a date. This animation. Woo, buddy. Boy, how the times have changed. With watching the Final Fantasy XV trailers recently, as well as even Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, photorealism. We are reaching a point of photorealism with our video games now, and it's kind of cool. Why does Cloud have a rat tail? Maybe it's a reference to Final Fantasy I and the key item, the rat tail, where you turn all of your classes into the next station class, whatever. Like, the warrior becomes the knight, and stuff like that. And the thief becomes the ninja, and the mages become the wizards, and stuff. Yeah. Sephiroth. The great Sephiroth. Little known fact in this game, which I don't believe they ever explicitly say in this game. I think they talk about it in Dirge of Cerberus. Sephiroth is 30 years old. Okay, I said it there. Sephiroth. I used to be a real big fan of Sephiroth as well. Oh, we all were when we were kids. Whatever. I have to admit, I even had long hair because I thought I was awesome and cool and shit. So there. Okay. Whatever. I don't anymore. I have short hair because it's more professional and, well, let's face it, I have a real job. So there you go. So Shinra is like the military presence of the world. There's not many nations in the world, but there's pretty much there's Shinra as the main military presence of the world. In this world of Final Fantasy VII, I think the world's actually called Gaia. But anyway, who gives a shit? Whatever. So they are employed through, or the military presence is called Soldier. That's what they're talking about right here. Cloud wants to be a soldier when he grows up. That's his lifelong dream. I believe, if I remember right, Cloud is an orphan from Nibelheim, or Nibelheim. They're both... No, Tifa has a father, I think. Yeah, you'll see that later in a flashback, that she does have a dad. But they're both... I think they're both orphaned or something like that. Which does... I do have a soft spot for orphaned characters or orphaned heroes, except for Final Fantasy VIII. Fuck Final Fantasy VIII. I do have a soft spot for orphans in characters in games and shit like that. So that's cool, I guess. You know, that's kind of cool. That's nice. But yes, Soldier is the military presence of the world, and they are employed through Shinra, which Shinra is, it's called the Shinra Electric Power Company. Like, you, in case you haven't been able to infer from what's been going on so far, they own the reactors, the Mako reactors. Mako is like the raw energy of the planet that they're sucking out of the planet and distributing it as electricity to power everything in the world. And they're monopolizing it. So that's pretty much what the game is. Damn, this guy. Fucking haggler. God knows, with you as a father figure, she needs all the schooling she can get. And then we all rest up, because that's the rest music for the game. Alrighty, come on, let's go, let's do this. Alrighty, I guess he just fell asleep on the floor, is what that was. Love is his stones, let's get out of here. Let's keep on keeping on, huh? What do you say? I say yes. Oh, little Marlene, how are you doing today? Alright. Out of the way, Dick. Sector 5 reactor. We did the Sector 1 reactor at the beginning of the game. Oh, tutorial time. Okay, so we gotta sit through this. This is what I was trying to do earlier, but we're gonna go ahead and just go through it. Tutorial. Thank you. I do know that. I have been able to figure that out. Thank you. I wonder if that's the real time of the game, or if that's just part of the tutorial. Not because this is a game based on a Japanese RPG. Instead of using the cross or the blue X button to confirm everything in the game, you will be using the circle button, the red circle button. Just to let you guys know. Yes, I did notice. I did notice. And actually, if you look at the picture of a Buster Sword, it really does have 2 holes in it for materia. Even on the front cover of the game's artwork, which is Cloud standing in front of the Shinra Tower. Curative, that's not even a word. Or it's the main tower of Shinra Reactor, I'm sorry. That's what Cloud's standing in front of, not Shinra Tower. It's the main reactor, or it's the main tower of the Shinra Reactor. I worded it like that because there's a big sequence a little later on in the game where we actually go to Shinra Tower, and this is definitely not it right here. So yeah. This is very similar to the Final Fantasy V class system, and where if you equip something for long enough and get enough AP, you permanently learn it. Which is nice, but it takes a lot of grinding to do that, because you can see a lot, a lot of AP to be learned, and there's 5 stars, so that means there's 5 levels here. So there you go. My 2 cents on the worlds of Final Fantasy VII, which is 2 after Final Fantasy V with Barts, or Butts, whatever you want to say. It's wise not to overuse magic materia. I guess that means because you only have so much MP, and you can only use so much magic before you have to replenish your MP somehow. Oh, thank you. I do appreciate it. Thank you. Like, shit, what's this? It wasn't that tough. Crap. Dumbass. And I will. Thank you. Yeah, whatever. Little 7 or little 5-year-old girl. Oh, also, Final Fantasy VII Advent Children is set 2 years after the events of this game. So, lightning ice, alright. Material for the T-file will be restore. And you, I believe, have no materia. This is true, you have nothing. Okay. Alright, let's go talk to this asshole upstairs, huh? What do you think? Gotta figure out how the fuck to get up there. Assholes. Whoa. It's kind of weird till it's off screen. Huh. Just exploring a little. Not doing too much here. Okay. in here for a sec. And then we leave again. Or do I need to go in here? Hold on. Oh, remember. Thank you, Marlene. You take care too now. Let's see here. Yeah. No. Alright. Oh, here we go. Okay. This switch means way upstairs. The hell? What? What a dick. Whatever. Sure, why not? Thanks. Go ahead and equip all that shit real quick. There. Cool. Supersonic. Oh, wait. Whoa. Order. Okay. I'm sure the order's good, and it is. Now, a grenade is an item that you can throw as a weapon. It's funny. Why are they all posing? Anti-rapid teaching about limit breaks in the game. In case you didn't notice earlier, limit breaks do have a gauge. Oh, okay. But when you leave Midgar, the road map you can save any way you like. Remember that. Remember yet. Oh yeah, I'm sure I'll see one. It's funny. Is she in the way of the save point? Yes. No. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and save the game here. We're going to find this as a natural stopping point. If you want to see us continue this game, you're going to have to go to facebook.com/RedGunShow to request it on there, or leave a comment down in the comments. While you're here, go ahead and throw us a subscribe. We always appreciate it. And, well, Final Fantasy VII, take care.